So I'm recording this video towards the latter part of December, and I realized as I came out here, I was fooled by the sun. It's December, it's colder than it looks. So I'll be kind of uncharacteristically brief here. But I want to talk about what this time of year, what the upcoming new year means for us as attorneys. And I know professionally in my own experience and the experience of a lot of my colleagues, it was a busy time. We were PI lawyers, so this is when the insurance companies wanted to free up their reserves and cases got settled, and we really pushed for that. And whatever kind of law you're in, chances are there's certain things that need to be wrapped up towards the end of the year. So it's a busy time. But for me, there was also kind of a juxtaposition because it was also a very quiet time, and I had a practice that I doubt very many of you have duplicated or would be disposed to duplicate, which is that around right after Christmas, sometimes even a little bit before, depending on the work schedule, I had a meditation cabin on the farm of my Zen teacher, and I would spend 30 days out there. No electricity, no running water. I wouldn't see a soul, wouldn't talk to anybody, really wouldn't even read. I just basically meditated, chopped a little firewood and warmed up, took a shower in the stream, just so I wouldn't get too ripe. But I discovered something out there, and I'm not going to get into all the personal discoveries that I went through. I'd be happy to share them at another time or personally with you if you want to know what it's like, what comes out of that. But what I realized is that this is a pregnant time of year at the end of the year. It's not just people making resolutions. It's not that. It's not, you go to the gym January 2nd, you can't get on a machine. You go February 1st and whew, it's all open again. No, I'm not talking about what we decide we're doing in the sense of making or breaking habits. I mean, in terms of opportunities. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what the factors, why there's a window of opportunity open this time of year. And I really sensed that in my cabin. I could sense, oh, wow. It's like so many of the obstacles, they're not there. So many of the old ideas are being shaken loose, and there are just so many different opportunities here right now. So with that, I would encourage you to dare to consider what kind of life you really want to have. And usually this is something that we're hesitant to do. I used to say, I notice how people think, and me in particular, I want to dream of something, but then I'd send a scout up ahead and say, hey, if I reach this conclusion, if I dare to dream and I reach this conclusion, is it safe, or is this going to turn my life upside down? And I encourage you to keep the scouts at home. Just sit with yourself and dare to dream about the kind of life that you want to have. And this is something that anybody could do if they have enough courage to just make the time to do it. And, the life, yeah, part of that's professional, but it's really like internally, what do you want your experience of life to look like? What don't you want to carry around with you? What compulsions, what burdens, what, endless fears, or whatever it is, old wounds you're carrying around that you no longer need to protect against. Or it could just also be just how you want to feel, what you want your relationships to be like. I'm not telling you what to dream. I'm just suggesting to you that you have the courage to make that dream. And, see what comes out of it. Just, for no other world, just if you will, I would suggest, I would suggest that there's an opportunity here for you, and I would like as many people as possible to seize it and transform their life in small or radical ways, which I've been fortunate to do in my own life and in the life of others.